Hi friends, hope everybody's doing well out there. I had my heart set today on doing a recovery video and my phone was all messing up on me. It's about 7 years old now, so it's a good phone and everything. I just need to take a little bit better care of it. So I went in, I deleted a bunch of photos and videos, and it seems like it's running smoothly now. I figured that what I wanted to talk about would be something to do with early recovery, basically. Because early recovery, it seems, is the most important part of recovery. It's where we're able to find our balance and be able to really start moving forwards and doing healthier, more productive things. Be it the way that we process thoughts and stuff in our brain, or the way that we are treating our body, proper sleep, exercise, eating, stuff like that. So I figured I'd do just a quick video about how it was for me when I first got into recovery and the things that helped me with the difficult times of establishing long-term recovery. So, as I came to understand, while I was drinking and drugging, my body became quite depleted. My brain became somewhat confused. All of these different stimuli and situations and circumstances and outside opinions and negative self-opinions had started to stack up in my head. And in getting into recovery, it was very important to be able to find ways to order my thoughts and help me move forward psychologically. At the same time, while my brain was stacking up all this stuff that would get in the way, like psychological clutter, my body was becoming depleted in the things it needs to produce good, basic human health, right? Forget even human. Animals need all the stuff, too, that we need, right? Because when it comes down to it, we're all animals anyway. So what I discovered was, besides, like, vitamins and stuff like that, when we wake up in the morning, our body has gone into basically a dormant mode. It's kind of like a hibernation. And so when we wake up, it's important to eat something, even if it's just a small snack. What that does is it starts to stabilize our metabolism, which allows us to produce certain brain chemicals and enzymes that help us think better, help us with problem solving and stuff like that. Also, sleep can be very difficult because while all these weird brain chemicals and stuff are going on while we're drinking and using, it's starting to distort our rhythms, right? I mean, I was a Coke addict too, on top of being an alcoholic, and there is nothing that will mess up a person's sleep schedule like Coke, right? So I had really messed up my body's rhythm of sleeping. And so it was very difficult for me to get 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours of solid sleep. And it is for most people that get into early recovery. It can take months before things start to stabilize. So what I found was really important was to find a routine that let me feel okay with where I was, gave me hope for the future, and gave me the things I needed at the time to interact with the world as positively as possible. So much like eating during the day, I found that napping was also acceptable. So like if I only got 4 hours of sleep during the night and I was groggy during the day and I had 30 minutes to an hour to spare, I would set my alarm clock and take an hour-long nap. What that does, it didn't really wreck my schedule for being able to get to sleep on time because, as I said, in early recovery, our schedules are kind of out of whack anyway. It did, though, give me the energy that I needed to be able to do the rest of the day, basically, right? So like if I'm up 4 hours, I take that 1 hour power nap. It would get me through the rest of the day until it was time to go to sleep again, right? What else? Oh, okay. So caffeine, right? I don't know if everybody's like me. However, when I got sober, I wound up drinking a lot of coffee. It was like the thing that I had left, right? And that's okay in a lot of ways, especially in early sobriety, because it gave me something to still have, right? However, being an addict, I would abuse it. I would have too much coffee. And what that would cause would be the jitters and an anxious feeling that I would get, right? So like in early sobriety, we get anxious anyway without the help of anything else. So when I would over caffeinate, and I wouldn't eat, it would cause me to get much more jittery, much more anxious, basically. By realizing that and limiting my coffee intake to 1 or 2 cups a day, it really helped me deal with the stresses and anxieties of early sobriety. Alright, this video is pushing 5.5 minutes. I simply wanted to do a recovery video, let y'all guys know you're important to me. Things are going really well here. Still planning my next trip, my next adventure. Life is good. Remember, never give up, never surrender, because you're worth it. As always, God and Jesus bless us all.